Hello, welcome back to Tarot Time with Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Thank you for being here. It was released about 9 hours ago that Whitney, Amber Heard's sister, had stated that truth was on her sister's side. So I want to find out, does she actually believe her own public words that she's putting out there to the media? Does Whitney actually believe her own narrative of events? Here we go. Very first card here, we have here the King of Swords upright. So in her mind, I would say, yes, she does. King of Swords is about clear-mindedness. The King of Swords is about trying to find balance, mastering his words. This is someone who thinks they have intellectual power and truth, sharp intellect, clarity, authority, and a calm mind. So she thinks she is being truthful. So yes, she does believe, but unfortunately, doesn't mean it's truthful just because she believes it. That's her narrative. And also, narcissists tend to believe their own lies, or they find that justification. So that's another aspect of psychology. It gets kind of dark and twisted and convoluted because they will actually believe their own lies. So I would say she's actually bought into it hook, line, and sinker, her own sister's narrative of events, despite what the court has to say. I'm going to go with these cards because these are the next positions here, and I'm going to line it differently. So that's the present. The challenge here is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, there's no collaboration. She realizes with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, everything is disorganized and there is group conflicts going on. So they are fighting. They're not really getting along all that well. Not really. And that is a challenging position. Also a challenging position is for getting people to actually believe it. No one will collaborate with her. No one wants to do business with them. So she's pretty much destroyed at this point. So that's a challenging position, is getting people to actually collaborate and believe it. The next position here for the third position is the focal point. The focal point here is the Hangman in reverse. So they know that they're being traitors. So no, she knows that she's, even if she's saying it consciously, I would say she deep down knows they kind of have played, at least manipulated and played the situation. So that is not willing to take a new, oh, no, I take that back. That is upright. Oops, sorry. I haven't used this deck in a while. So it's Hangman upright. So that is self-sacrificial. So she's sacrificing herself to put out this content that she believes her. But the challenging position is there is arguing going on. They're not hitting it off. So she sacrificed herself to make a public statement for her sister's behalf, which is being a flying monkey. You know, follow me blindly, do as I say, do not question what I have to say, you do as I tell you. So she is her ultimate flying monkey. I'm going to put these out just so I have them out. There we go. And we have that. And then this card here I will keep here. So then the next position I have here is the Tower crashing to the worst degree. That is the fourth position. Fourth position is the hidden energy. She knows that they cannot rebuild themselves. They're completely, utterly destroyed. There's no bringing themselves up from the ashes. So she's in a very, very stuck position. The past position that no longer serves them is the Six of Cups in reverse. Six of Cups in reverse is they know they're living in the past and they're very unrealistic. So they're going to be doing a lot of living in the past and being unrealistic because they won't be able to rebuild themselves. They're not going to be able to get collaboration from anybody. Nobody's going to want to work with them. And so that's going to be quite the burden for both of them. The future right here, the future situation here is the Knight of Wands in reverse. So with the Knight of Wands in reverse, they are literally falling off their high horse. Lack of business, lack of attention, lack of positive messages being put out there. And with the Knight of Wands in reverse, they're losing this whole playfulness. The mission's done. There's consequences here. They don't have that fearless action that they had before, where they were very overly confident to the point of being very smug and arrogant and egotistical. That has tanked. They don't have that going on right now. That egotistical, high mighty attitude that they had in court, that smile, that smirk, that shit grin has been wiped off their face. What they tried to do, it did not give him any rewards. There's no yield here. Work with no rewards is this position. And so they're realizing here all that hard work did not pay off. Nothing paid off. There's no adventures. There's no action. They can't manifest what they want. There's no pursuit of vision. That pursuit of vision tanked. It didn't work out for them. Just they're acting without any regards for other people in this position. They were very brash and impulsive and unrealistic. So not going well. So she realizes it was a complete screw up. And a lot of people aren't going to believe them, but she's believing in the lie because she is a flying monkey. So she's going to take what her sister says and she's going to embrace it. She is codependent, I would say, and she is triangulated, and she is basically blindfolded to whatever her sister tells her. That is like the ultimate flying monkey. The next position here is the feelings in the situation. Feelings in the situation is 10 of Wands. They create a major burden for themselves with the 10 of Wands. This is the burden card. So they're burdened. Next position is outside influences. Outside influences is 4 of Swords in reverse. They've been left out in the cold. Please don't draw attention to our weaknesses. So that's why she's putting out that false confidence, that false ego. We're fine. You know that you have the truth on your side. That's all falseness because they're feeling very anxious. This is an anxiety position, waiting for the next blow up in their face, literally, and knowing that they're left out in the cold, that they've been defeated. So they've been completely defeated in the 4 of Swords. Next position here, she knows that her sister's never going to work again. See, they're going to have problems getting work from here on out. People are not going to work with them. People aren't going to collaborate with them. So they know the suffering's coming. And we have here the 3 of Wands here. This is the waiting, hoping your ships will come in. So she's kind of waiting. She put out that positive news message of the 3, which is creation. So she wanted to create a news source and waiting to see if anything positive would come back from it. So that's what they're waiting for. Let's get the other part at the bottom of the deck. We have here 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Everything's broken. There is no positive legacy. It's all in reverse. So she has no positive legacy. She can wait all she wants for the news source to come back being some kind of level of positivity that they're waiting for. It's not coming. It's not going to come. Totally broken. Next in the center of the deck, what do I have here? They're going to try to keep manifesting to see what they can get going for themselves. Magi card, the manifesting card. The other part of the center of the deck I have here is the healing, the Star card in reverse. She will no longer be a working celebrity. She will no longer be working in Hollywood. No one will hire them. They both are going to suffer from trying to manifest what they want, waiting for their ships to come in. They can wait till the sun goes down. It's looking like it's not going to happen for either ladies here. They're both going to suffer the consequences of lying to the court, bold-faced lying, perjury. And so you can choose your actions, but you can't choose your consequences. That's basically what I like to say about this. So, and the consequences are coming in. And so she's making an attempt to do facade management. That's facade management to maintain the mask. We hold our ground. But really, they know that it is a major tower crashing to the worst degree. There's no rebuild from here. So that's total facade management. It's just trying to make them seem like they're not suffering, because that's a real trigger and a wound for a narcissist, for people to think that they're suffering. Oh no, we're fine. So they've got to come across as though they're strong, even though they're weak. They're very weak. So that is a facade management that they are engaging in. Let's get some Love Oracle decks here. Let's find out what the Love Oracle has to say. Whitney, how do you feel about your sister? How do you feel about your sister? I'm going to do a quick shuffling here. How do you feel about your sister? How do you feel about your sister? How do you truly feel about your sister? How do you truly feel about your sister? Keys on a ring. Many options. Unconventional. String along. She's stringing her along. She feels she's the key to hoping to get some changes here. With the Grim Reaper, which is the Death card, transformation. She's hoping she could string her along, keys to the situation for some kind of transformation, because she needs it. We also have seduction. They like to seduce, attract, flirt, hook up, temptation, third-party interference. So they like that triangulation. They like to triangulate and get that news sources as a form of triangulation, I would say. So that's the 3 I'm going to pull there. Let's get to the center of the deck. Center of the deck, I have here cassette. Yeah, they're going to talk about those cassettes. She did a lot of videotaping and conditioning. She conditioned her sister. This is a conditioning with information, feeding it in her head. That's what a narcissist does to their flying monkey. They feed information, negative information, stuff about other people. That's part of that triangulation, get you sucked in. So she was triangulated within that marriage. And that's what that seduction mentions as triangulation of the third party. So yeah, they were definitely doing that. So that is how I see it. She does believe it somewhat, but I think it's more of a flying monkey situation and just trying to find out if they can get any kind of positive feedback, because it's quite the narc collapse situation heading her way. I don't think she's going to do well. I see her hiding out for a couple months. I don't think we're going to see much of her this summer. I think she's going to have a full-blown collapse where they don't bathe, they don't take care of themselves. I think it will come. I think the shock, once the shock wears off, it could take 6 to 8 weeks for the shock to really set in. But eventually that shock is going to set in and she will be bedridden for a while. Guarantee it. So let's pull some cards on that. I got this new deck. I already cleansed it and did do some shuffling. Haven't played with it much, so I might be a little slower with it. It's really kind of flimsy. I'm not too sure I'm crazy about it, but I like the imagery, so that's why I bought it. So let's get some images on home life. Home life for Amber. Home life for Amber for the next couple months. Next couple months. Home life for Amber. Home life for Amber. Home life. See how bendable it is? Very bendable. Might be good for shuffling. Here we go. Home life for Amber. Home life for Amber is the King of Wands. So with the King of Wands, she's going to try and be the ruler of her home here. She's going to try and overcome the challenges that she's been given. And she's trying to understand. She's going to try and find some drive within herself, try to understand. She's going to try to feel like she can know the big picture. She thinks she knows the big picture. And they try to be in control of their life. So she is going to try and get some level of control over her life. She's got to, because she's lost all control. Next position here is the Ace of Swords in reverse because she lied. Total liar. It is being cut out. She's been cut out of her job. Everyone's cutting her out. She's being removed. And so that is a challenging position. Next position here is Seven of Pentacles. In the feelings in the situation, the focus in the situation is the Seven of Pentacles. So with the Seven of Pentacles, this is someone who's wishful, as you can see, very wishful. And it is basically it's a waiting card. She's sort of waiting to see what happens after fighting back, because they are going to fight back. It is a delayed situation. They're looking to see what kind of financial security she can get, because now she's at risk because she has to pay back a major debt here and she doesn't have it to pay. So she's wondering, God, was it even worth it? This is the juice worth the squeeze card. So she is going to look at her money tree. How much money do I have left? And so this little kid here is looking up at the money tree. So looking up at the money tree to see what's left of it. How much money do I have to live on, and how am I going to get out of this very expensive rental house, which she's paying a couple $100,000 a month for, by the way. She's going to have to move. Let's get to the hidden energy. The hidden energy. The hidden energy with home life. Home life for Amber, the hidden energy. There it is. And it's sideways. Queen of Cups. So she's going to be very emotional. It's one of the most emotional cards in the deck is the Queen of Cups. She is very, very emotional. She tends to be in touch with her emotions, but it came in kind of sideways. It could flip. One day she might be upright where she's doing kind of well for herself, trying to be calm and nurturing. And then she's going to go into dependence, instability, totally insecure, no compassion, smothering, crying, angry, throwing fits. Okay, so there you go. She's going to be flippy floppy because it was sideways, I think. What's in the past position that no longer serves her? Past position that no longer serves her from the past. The past. There it is. Past that no longer serves her is the King of Swords. That would be probably Johnny speaking his truth. And it did come in kind of sideways too. So she's going to say some of it was true and some of it was lies. Let's go into the future position, the future position, future position, the future. That's stuck in my hand. Future position is the Emperor. She is definitely going to try and take control of herself. She has control issues. She wants to be in control. She wants to be respected. So she's going to aim for respect. She's going to find any way to get some respect. So it's looking like the denial's still here. The reality hasn't set in. So it might be longer before that narc collapse comes because it has to really sink in. And right now, it has not sunk in. It's not sinking in just yet. But it will. It is coming. And that's when it continues, where she's not going to be able to get the respect. People are going to believe him, and she's going to try and get respect and waiting and looking. And when she has to move and move to a cheaper residence, all that kind of stuff is when it's going to start to tank her, because that's going to be a blow to her ego. That's going to be a wounding, because she's going to have to go to a cheaper residence or maybe even leave the state. That's where the major wounding is going to come. And that it may be once she has to move out of that rental house when she really hits ground bottom. So let's get to the feelings in the situation. The feeling in the situation, she is looking for support. That's why they put out that fake news. I support you. You've got the truth on your side. They're looking for support. Who supports us? They're trying to rally in the flying monkeys and the support. Where is our support? Where are they? Let's get them together. So she is really trying to get that going. The 8th position, the outcome. The outcome of the situation is 4 of Swords. So this here, the outside influences is she's going to hide out. I think people know she's at a coffin. It's like a coffin card. 4 of Swords is like being coffined in with 4 swords. Usually it's a person laying down. This guy, he's sitting down with the 4 swords. He's kind of alone. And so it's a very lonely position. It's a defeated position. So she knows, everybody knows she's been defeated. Totally defeated. And that's wounding, major wounding. 9th card, the hopes and fears. Hopes and fears, hopes and fears, hopes and fears. What we have here is the 6 of Swords in reverse. So the 6 of Swords in reverse, this is she wants to leave. She'd like to leave, but she's stuck. And with the 6 of Swords is trying to say goodbye. She knows she's going to have to leave. She's got emotional baggage. It's being stuck. She feels stuck. She cannot get out of the situation. She wants to transition. She would like to move on. She knows she's going to probably have to relocate, but she's feeling stuck at the moment, probably because she's got to get out of a lease. This house that she's living in for a couple $100,000 a month is a lease. She needs to get out of it because she can't afford it. So this is a transition card, and she's feeling stuck. It is a baggage. She's also got emotional baggage. It's an emotional baggage card, and it's all unresolved. So unresolved, stuck position. So let's get to the next position, the final call here. Final call in home life. Home life under Amber and Whitney's home, or how they are, quiet privately. What I have here is the Chariot in reverse. They are a crash and burn. Loser, loser. They lost. It was a battle of the wills, and they lost. They had a goal in mind, and they lost. They lost. And they know it. So, yeah, they're going to tank. It's just the reality hasn't set in. I think that narc collapsed because she's still in a bit of denial, trying to get some control by trying to gather her coterie. Who's my support? They're looking for coterie. That's the flying monkeys. She's got one flying monkey sending out to call out to all the other flying monkeys. Calling all flying monkeys, come on in. But they know that they're defeated. And she really wants to be seen as respected. So she wants to be the leader of the flying monkeys. You know, I'm going to call in my flying monkeys because I will be the leader of the flying monkeys. And then I will tell them what to do. She might be trying to attempt doing what Meghan Markle has done, which is put out false PR, getting a squad together. We call them the Sussex squad for Meghan Markle. And so she might be trying to get her own squad together. With these here, it's looking like she's really trying to get a Sussex squad going, but an Amber squad. Because she needs them. She needs them to hit the internet and put out positive information on her to try and put some positive news in her favor. So I'm feeling that energetically, that she wants to put together a flying monkey team, really. and try and reverse some of this damage, to ease her ego, to remove some of the consequences. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. And the one thing to get out of this is we can choose our actions, but we can't choose our consequences. So choose wisely. Until next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.